Welcome to the Olson Bros Podcast, episode 3. Today, here we got Nick Resutek.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Wait, hold up. Let me redo this intro.
Right. You said his name right.
Oh, were you supposed to mess that up?
I got an intro for
Didn't
you.
he say it wrong for the first
Oh man, he still says it wrong every once in a while now. So
Yeah, I used to pronounce your name incorrectly until Isaac told me. But I mean,
it's all good,
not an
dude.
easy-
And
it's a
everyone
weird-
spells your guys' last name with an E, so it's not a big deal.
yeah,
dude.
people call us they bill us as the Aslan Bros.
Yeah,
That
Olson.
has happened.
That's a good band too, though. Have you heard them?
Aslan from Narnia, the band.
All right.
Bunch of lions show up on stage.
We're just completely steamrolling Luke's intro that he worked really hard on. So
Yeah, okay, let me redo that.
That's
okay?
right, you
We'll
have
see
edits.
if I use, I can edit, yeah. So today's guest is the man in charge of the Tenino Music Festival. He also runs a charity organization called the Resutek Foundation that benefits the youth and athletic programs in Tenino, and we're grateful to spend some time with him here today, Nick Resutek.
Hey guys, yeah, how's it going? Thanks for having me on your podcast.
It's going good now that we made it here.
Yeah, that's right. We had to go through the Lake Fair traffic on a Sunday night for the fireworks.
Somebody did have a genius idea, though, that we all meet at Safeway. So we only had to find one parking spot.
That is true. I don't know who came up with that, but that is a
The
pretty
engineer in the group, for those of you who do not know,
Somebody
we
gets
have an
balls.
engineer in the band.
Good. Yep, go
I'm
dogs.
not talking sound engineer. You know, he does some of that too. But I'm also an engineer in that it's not certified.
It was kind of a miracle we found a parking spot, though, and that we were able to get here downtown.
Yeah, and you
Olympia.
could park your huge truck in that parallel spot, dude. That's pretty good.
I'll take any opportunity to talk about my huge truck here on the podcast. We got a new truck, just in case nobody knew.
Did we mention he has a huge truck?
It is a big truck. One of the nicest big trucks I've ever seen for sure.
Are you,
Oh, yeah.
you going to be able to fit that truck in the parking lot at Tenino Music Festival?
Oh, man, there's parking for days out there. Everybody, you don't have to worry about that. Like, it's the small town of Tenino. You don't have to worry too much about the parking, you know.
Yeah. So Nick, maybe you could tell us a little bit about how you got involved with the Tenino Music Festival. I know we kind of did some teamwork on that together, but what kind of made you want to start working on it? I mean, because it's a big undertaking to run a festival. There's a lot going on.
And you didn't do it just for us.
I mean, as much as we'll want to believe that, but
Yeah, so it's definitely a lot. In Tenino, they used to have that Foursquare Music Festival, and so that was a nonprofit there.
which was dope.
Yeah,
Shout
it was
out,
awesome. Adam Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job. But they stopped doing that.
We
and,
opened for him a couple times.
yeah,
eh?
exactly.
You see us there?
I saw you guys. I can't remember what year it was, but then of course, you all just got to play with him again down in Yelm at that Music on the Prairie. I think that's what it was
Reunion.
called.
Reunion.
Yeah, it was a reunion show. Olson Brothers and Adam Craig. Long story short, though, my wife's a big fan of Brett Scott, or no, not Brett Scott, Dylan Scott.
You need to pay more attention to your wife's.
Yeah, I'm not a huge
who's she
fan
a
of.
fan of?
I know. There's. I don't know, man. Stop giving people two first names.
True. Dude's got two first names.
She's a Ricky Bobby fan. like your
Yeah,
wife
she
is.
loves Ricky Bobby, man. All about the shake and bake.
Understandable.
So Dylan Scott, I'll get it right, and she just said, "Hey, well, this local band from Olympia is opening for him," and I said, "All right, well, let's go check it out." That was up at the Steel Creek. So we went up there and saw you guys and saw Dylan Scott. And,
Life-changing moment for you.
it was in the aspect of this music festival. I mean, it wouldn't be a thing without that. So
And we've been friends ever since.
I know, man.
So many fist bumps.
Let's go.
Shoot, we go out golfing and whatever else, and
That's where all the big business deals are made for the festival.
Exactly,
To make
yeah.
it happen.
Yeah, well,
out on the golf course.
exactly. I mean, you
Goes on
see
the business card.
The rounds.
on the
business meeting, dude.
yeah,
Business
it's all those
meeting.
Olson Bros charges. So, Luke, if you see some money missing,
No wonder there's been so many
He-
golf
he
balls.
already
You guys have
knows-
been losing them all in the ponds.
He already knows I'm embezzling. I probably talked about that in another podcast.
We have to have a whole episode about that, getting the detail about the embezzlement scandals of the Olson Bros band.
When it comes out, you know.
And but that chance meeting, I talked to Isaac just for a second there and was like, hey, what's up? And then as everyone is aware, COVID hit. And then I contacted Isaac about you guys doing a private show during COVID. So y'all came out and did that, and we just had a good time, played some beer pong, got
Breaking the
drunk.
rules,
And we did another private birthday party with you last
Yeah,
night.
yeah, just last night actually. Yeah, so we're in that private party game, I guess. So
Let's go.
yeah. So from there, Isaac and I we went golfing a couple times, and like he said, we now we've all gotten pretty close, and
We didn't want to see that festival die really, and it's not the same festival.
No,
obviously
yeah.
completely different now, but we had a part in that, and the community there really loved it, and they we got a lot of fans out there that support us and support the community, and so when we really wanted to keep that going.
Well, yeah. So I guess instead of making this an absurdly long story,
Well, yeah. What were the main reasons? So you said to keep the festival going because after Adam Craig stopped doing it.
yeah. So
And we both have kids.
exactly
in Tenino
School.
School.
Yeah. So and then I also coach middle school and high school wrestling for Tenino, and I always wanted to give back more. And I thought, well, all I can really give back is I can coach wrestling and help these kids build characteristics and traits that'll help them be successful in life. And then Isaac and I were talking, or maybe it's all three of us even, and I was like, I think I've seen you guys at the Foursquare. And he's like, yeah, what happened to that? I was like, it's just not happening. And Isaac's just like, well, why don't you do it? I was like, oh, dude, I don't know anything about music.
So it was my idea that you do it?
I think it was. And then at least I'll give you the credit for it. And then
Never
credit?
give him the credit.
okay, it was actually
Come
Luke,
on, yes.
Luke for sure.
So I had the idea.
And
That's what I'm used to. Everybody's always taking credit.
so yeah, we just
Like when I say something funny on stage one time, then Luke takes it and says it for like the next 20 shows after.
I don't know about that.
yeah.
It's all good. That's never happened.
Stealing your jokes like a comedian.
Hey, yeah, Carlos Mencia, right?
Sue me.
There we go.
They all do. They all steal.
Yeah, they probably do. I mean, how do you come up with a completely original joke? But no, and I mean, long story short, yeah, that's how it got started. Is just that little conversation, and then once I set my mind to something, I'm gonna go after it and get it done. And that first year was kind of crazy because we were just coming off of COVID, and everyone was like, "Well, you might not even be able to do this." And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna get it done. And then, of course, luckily with you guys taking on that task as well and headlining the festival, and through you guys meeting a lot of amazing local artists that we have here in the Pacific Northwest and getting them up on stage too.
Yeah, and when is it?
Again, this year is July 26th and 27th.
This Saturday, Friday, and Saturday, and we're playing on Saturday. So
Yeah. So if you're
but it's all weekend.
so if you're trying to watch the Olson brothers, they'll be there Saturday. So
Hell yeah. Who else
we're
is going to be there?
yeah. So Friday we do have Joel Gibson Jr. He's a local artist from up in Silverdale. He'll be coming down and headlining. One of my good buddies that I was in the Air Force with, he's coming over from Hawaii, the island of Oahu. He'll be opening up the night on Friday.
That's awesome. And how'd you know him again? Just through a buddy?
Through the Air Force. So we were in the Air Force together, and we both lived down in Arizona. We lived together for a while, and he's just good people. So stay.
You like to help out the military community too, right?
Yeah,
you gave away quite a few tickets.
Yeah. So anyone who's watching, of course, we'd love for you to buy tickets, but money can be tight. So if you are a veteran, if you go on VetTix, there's tickets on VetTix for Friday or Saturday. So then they just have that like $12 fee or something. You can get up to 4 tickets for $12 combined, not even each. So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's just a veteran ticket program. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't mean to. We keep interrupting you while you're talking about things, though. So who else is on the?
Where did I leave off? Oh, and Groove Yard, which is a local Tenino band. They'll be playing as well on Friday, and Kyle and Darren on Friday as well. So
I didn't.
Kyle and Darren, yeah, those guys are local.
yeah. Then Saturday, of
I've
course.
seen them. They're good.
Yeah, Kyle. They're really good. And of course, we see Kyle. He comes to a lot of you guys' local shows, and it's always out supporting other local musicians. Saturday.
It's stacked, bro.
Yeah. Well, of course, let's spread the word of Pacific Northwest local musicians. Yeah, exactly.
And we got to have Kyle on podcast.
That's true. We got to get him on. Kyle, if you're listening to our podcast, you got to get on here, man.
Do it.
You got some good stories.
They got a sweet setup here.
If he's listening, man.
we know. Everybody's listening.
Everyone is listening.
Trump, if you're listening. Biden, if you're listening. You got to get him on the podcast.
Yeah, hey, if you want to be on.
Talk about the assassination,
Attempt.
Attempt.
Now NSA is listening to our podcast.
So
What's up,
anyways,
NSA?
back to the conspiracy theories. No,
no, now we're doing Saturday's lineup. So Saturday, Kyle Murdoch, he'll be opening again for us on
He's
Saturday.
been there pretty much every year with us, huh?
Yeah, he is. So he is actually my cousin. He's a pretty talented musician. He just, no offense to Kyle, he just doesn't put himself out there enough.
Or he's not like pursuing it full time.
No,
Called out, shots fired.
No, I mean he should pursue it. I mean if Kyle, if you're listening to this,
Obviously, you're a supporter of Kyle.
exactly.
No, he's got a lot of fans at the festival too.
Oh yeah, he always brings them out. Plus his birthday is I think July.
Because you don't get a lot of opportunities to see Kyle throughout the year.
I know, so maybe we keep Kyle, kind of hidden, so
Secluded. Don't allow him to play other venues. Kyle, you're not allowed to play at other venues.
Yeah, that's part of the contract, I thought.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And so Kyle Murdoch, he'll be opening for you all on Saturday, and then Kessler and Hannah's new band, Head Over Feet, will be.
Yeah, we just had him in on the podcast. It's finally out now on Spotify, so you can check that one out too.
Yes,
it was a fun
They're
episode.
a new band, but yeah, they're real tight. We talked about it, so
great people and great musicians. So glad to have them out at the Tenino Music Festival as well. And then, of course, Luke's other band will be there, Luke and Kaylee. So Kaylee, of course, we're lucky enough to have her come up from Nashville and join us.
Hell yeah!
So plus, you guys just had a new single drop with.
That's right.
So.
And so that song's out on Spotify. Horses Taught Me, and it was inspired by Kaylee's story. She grew up riding horses, and but yeah, I really like the song, so go listen to it. Also, me and my brother and the rest of the band, we've just finished up a new record that we're gonna be dropping at Tenino at the festival this weekend. So, new CD. Some people have been asking for it, and
did we release one last summer? Right?
Yeah, we did No Man's Land.
We usually release like one CD a year, about maybe.
Yeah,
we got like 8 CDs. We've been around for 10 years. So.
Well, yeah. Last year at the music festival, you guys released No Man's Land, that acoustic album, which is also a great album. But yeah, then you guys have, like you said, that brand new album that'll be released at the music festival.
And we're dropping a Big Ass Trout remastered on Spotify.
The Big Ass Trout
on Friday, so that weekend. He was gonna be.
You'll have to play it at least 3 times.
Oh, 10 times.
10 times, all right.
Do you have any song requests for us, Nick?
You did say you're taking bets at the festival this year, right?
I probably did, but if that was last night, yeah. I don't remember what was the bet about.
Oh, you were saying you were going to have a booth and you were going to be doing bets.
Oh, like who's going to fight who on stage? Like what are the odds?
What's going to be the opening song?
That's true. Yeah, we should start a little sports book there, even though Washington doesn't allow.
How many guitar solos is Luke going to play?
How many strings will they break?
Yeah.
But I mean, Luke. You're a rock star, so.
How many crowd surfs is Luke going to do?
I would bet 0 on that.
Shirtless.
Oh, shirtless. At least 3.
How many? Okay.
That's enough. Unless this
How
next
many
one,
beers are
unless
going to
this-
be crushed on Kessler's forehead?
That one's pretty good. All right.
Let's do 6 on that.
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, are we gonna have beer at the festival though? I mean,
of course.
Who's somebody coming out?
Yeah, me. We got
you?
all that taken care of. We'll be serving beer in the beer garden, of course. Hey, also for anyone who's listening, if you're wondering, all kids 10 and under are free. So
You still accept sponsors, right? Too?
yeah, we're still accepting sponsors. Yeah, we'll do. If you want to sponsor, you just reach out on Facebook to the Tenino Music Festival page, or myself if you have myself on Facebook, and we could work something out. Of course, it is getting close, but
it's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have beer garden,
and then food too.
Yep, we'll have we'll have a Mexican food truck there. Unfortunately, it's not Don Juan's because they're busy they just opened a new restaurant. And then there'll be an ice cream vendor there. And
That's okay. I love Don Juan's, but last time they said they were gonna. If I gave them like 6 beers, they would give me a burrito, and I never did receive that burrito.
All right, hey Juan, if you watch this, Isaac still needs his burrito.
It's okay.
And then
ice cream, man, that's cool. I didn't.
Well,
have we ever had ice cream?
Yeah,
there?
last year we had ice, and on Friday and then Saturday.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
Exactly, it's gonna be 80s. There's gonna be a lot of kids, and kids love ice cream. So I love ice cream too.
So if you haven't been to the Tenino Music Festival, it's one really cool thing about it that I've noticed is that half the field is a beer garden, and that's going to be the case kind of this year. It's on a baseball field for those of you who
That's
haven't been.
also a cool thing.
And that is the stage is right on home plate, which is sweet. And but yeah, no, literally half the field split in half. So one side's like a full beer garden. You can come right up to the stage. The other side is family friendly. Is it bring your own seats and stuff? If you want to sit down.
Yeah, so the infield, of course, will be standing room, just so we can keep the party up on the stage. But yeah, please do bring your own seats. Unfortunately, pop-up tents are not allowed. You can bring sealed water, typical stuff.
What happens if somebody tries to bring a pop-up tent in?
Then I'm going to send Luke after. No, we'll just ask him to go put it back in the vehicle.
We just figured out like a couple days ago that I weigh 40 pounds more than Luke. So
that's not true. Is it true?
It's true.
Well, no. I'm 190. What do you?
Oh, you said I thought you were 185.
No, 190.
Okay, I'm like 122.
122.
That's not math, bro.
That's not mathing.
222.
You ain't mathing correctly.
Stang it. You got to tell me when you were not wearing sleeves, bro.
yeah, and I'm closer to the camera, so
you're really pissing me off. This is bullshit.
Gave Isaac the middle chair so I could just be out here on the outskirts.
I didn't know this is like next podcast.
Welcome to the Flexcast.
Next podcast, I'm gonna be wearing some ridiculous outfits. All right.
I mean,
peacocking, man. That's what
podcasting's for. I don't know.
Tell us about this jersey here. Are you gonna be selling those?
No, so this jersey, it's a 1-of-1. I just custom ordered it.
One of a kind.
One of a kind, yeah.
Only for the festival owner.
Yeah, exactly, of course. No, so yeah, it just says Stone City on the front. That's like an alternate.
So if you
name
want
for
it,
Tenino.
You can't have it.
Yeah, you can't have this. It's all mine. But no, it's pretty legit. So yeah, I got myself one of these. Of course, got to represent Tenino, even though we're in Tenino. The only other thing, the other food vendor.
You grew up in Tenino, though, right?
No. That's a misconception. I actually did not. I grew up in Bucota. So the 400 people in Bucota, check out this podcast.
Which is where?
It's actually a suburb of Tenino.
Oh,
believe it or not. Yeah. So I went to school in Tenino. Of course, I graduated from Tenino way back in 2009. And then so just trying to help out the community that I grew up in.
So you coached there and everything.
Of course, yeah.
How long you coached there?
Let's see. I did coach 1 year in 2014, right when I got out of the Air Force, and then I think this will be my 5th consecutive year coaching middle school and high school girls. So, just building programs, trying to help these kids be successful. So,
yeah, did you beat?
He's like.
Did you beat Isaac? You said he's 223.
He could kick my ass wrestling.
Well, yeah, wrestling is.
Just can't let him.
But if
there
was no
get
rules
me,
wrestling,
I just can't I can't let him get me on the ground, man. I can't let him get me on the ground.
No, yeah.
Once
it starts grappling, it's
then
Yeah, grappling I might have him, but yeah, if it turns into an actual fight, yeah, probably not. So
I'm not trying to fucking talk about that.
Well, that's all we do here. On
What's
the
the over?
Luke tries to get me to fight whoever our guest is.
Yeah, pretty much that's the kind of a thing. Yeah. So who's the bigger boy? Who would win? Podcast guest. Could you?
No, Nick's pretty humble, like he's probably in his head,
I'm sure he could. Yeah, he's a good wrestler.
He's not trying to pick a fight. But,
No, yeah,
It's good to
Isaac and I
have
are
a
cool.
festival. It's good to have a festival owner though that's ready to rock and roll.
No, but
like,
he's pretty humble. Like he's like been coach of the year how many times too?
Just twice, but yeah, thank you.
Just twice.
Yeah.
And
then I just
doing
for
something
the whole
right.
for the whole state, right?
yeah for the state of
The
Washington.
whole
Yep.
state, coach of the whole state.
gnarly.
And that's all high schools, or just
Yeah, no. You go to the district level and the regional level and the state level for that award. So
it's pretty badass.
also, I just want to shout out one other food vendor we will have there. In the past the PTA has taken that on and they do it as a fundraiser for themselves. So it's kind of their own thing. This year we'll have a Tenino Athletic Booster. So still a very good cause. Just it's a different organization than the Tenino PTA, but so they'll be doing hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff like the PTA has done in the past. But still all going to a good cause. And then that whole thing there, that's all their thing. They get to keep all that money, and they put in the hard work to serve out those hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah,
so
man, you're
That's
doing
great.
big things for the community just by putting this on. It helps a lot of people.
well,
you
yeah.
know? Any of the food vendors, any of the, you're giving out vet ticks, and it's a good thing for a lot of the businesses in the area too. And
Yeah, exactly.
everything,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, and I always try to stay local with everything, so like
beer from Dick's last time.
yeah, and then this year I'm using
Pretty much all the bands almost are
yeah,
somewhat
yeah,
local.
yeah. They're all at
giving
least
everybody a
Pacific Northwest.
stage. It does a lot of things for a lot of people. So.
Well, and then because even like down to like our security fencing, that's a company out of Bucota actually. Our stage guy, he's from Yelm, and he does stage and sound.
You probably
and
have
lights.
some sponsors you want to shout out to.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, not that many, but it's all right. But
Some.
Candy, so Candy, I'm sure you're watching this. Thank you for
Candy.
your sponsorship. Edward Jones and Tenino, so that's Tyler Whitworth and Chris Hallett. They've always been supporters of the festival, and then also Oregon Trails Day in Tenino will be going on that same weekend. So that's always a cool thing, and we kind of coexist. We are two separate entities, but Oregon Trails Day is kind of a cool thing. They do a parade and everything. So
That's cool how it coincides though. So yeah, if you come early to the festival, they got some other things going on, right? Just booths and
oh yeah, they have tons of vendors
vendors,
and booths to do. Yeah, it's a cool thing, and so Tenino is the place to be this coming weekend.
boom, boom. Yes, it is.
And not just because the Olson Bros are playing.
But we are playing.
But they are playing, yeah.
And, our summer's been pretty dang good so far. We've had better turnouts. Thank you for everybody.
That's
It's
right.
been,
Thank you, everybody.
All
that
of our
come-
shows have had just amazing turnouts compared to what we've had, years before. And, not that they were bad years before, but it's been really good.
We've been
So thank
feeling the
you so much.
love.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, even just walking to the studio today, it's Lake Fair weekend out here in Olympia, and so it's a busy night. And we only walked 1,000 feet from our truck to the studio, and people are
And
"You
it took
guys
us
rock."
an hour to get here.
Oh,
Because,
yeah, driving, yeah.
Every person that we walked by on the way stopped and
Yeah.
can you sign my tits?
but one person, a group of people did.
Sing us friends in low places. Come on.
And they only do that song for about $1,000. So unfortunately, we had to turn them down. We were trying to get to this podcast, but
Yeah, we're pretty humble, just like Nick.
That's right. Best festival, best band, best everything,
hey, speaking
best
of that,
podcast.
hey, perfect segue. Because for those who don't know, maybe this is the first time listening to your podcast or whatever, you guys did, in fact, here I become the podcast host, I guess.
Sure.
You did, in fact, win the best band in Western Washington, correct?
We did.
Yeah.
And that was another thing voted on by the fans. So another reason just to be thankful for everybody supporting us lately, and just not lately, but the whole time we've been doing it. But
And that was Nick's idea, He was like, you should post about it and tell your fans to vote for you. And it was like it was like a month-long competition.
Yeah, month-long voting, and we submitted 2 days before the contest ended. So
now that's ridiculous.
So hey, that's all them.
fans
Yeah, that
in the
is them.
Northwest. That's damn
And
sure.
speaking of that, like, not to, please come to the Tenino Music Festival on Friday as well. They'll be there Saturday. But if you want to see them back-to-back nights, you guys will also be in Hoquiam on Friday for those out in Grays Harbor.
That's right. Yeah, if you're out towards the beach, come on out and party with us in Hoquiam. It's a new venue, La Katrina. I heard good things about it. Haven't been there yet, but we're going to show up, show out, and come on out there too.
Well, plus, I love the harbor because from day one, maybe not day one, but they have for a long time always supported you guys with the Loose Man at Kicks FM and all that.
We got our start out there in the harbor. Definitely most of our first shows, in Westport, Montesano.
Yeah, Westport.
Aberdeen.
The band almost broke up in Westport. That was our first show.
Man.
Yeah, well, it was a duo show, so
The band almost broke up.
Luckily, they are actually brothers, if you didn't know. So they can't really break up, but...
yeah, some brothers do.
But
Yeah,
I'll tell that story real quick. We were on our way out to Westport, and we ended up finding out on the way there we only had one mic stand, and it was Isaac's fault. But he said it was
we
my
had to
fault.
bring very much because we had people
running our sound. All we needed to do was bring two
microphones and mic stands.
We had the microphones, I think. So
No, I know that's all we had to bring though, and we forgot.
So we had one mic stand, and on the way there we realized, and it was Isaac's fault. But he said it was my fault, and then I said it was his fault, and then we just got really angry. But then we ended up playing the show, and we duct taped one mic stand, or two mics to one mic stand, and we were like sitting like this close to each other. So we were like,
So we had to make up.
I got friends in low play, just like touching each other almost. It was a little awkward.
It's like that, punishment grandparents do to kids where they put them in one big sweater. So you guys just made up on stage and had no choice but to move on.
Yeah, had no choice but to be a little gay.
And we had a great
Nothing wrong with
time,
that
though.
in 2024.
After the show, we were feeling good. Got one of our first shows under the belt.
Yeah, no, it's nerve-wracking to play your first show. Like, I mean, I guess we had done like talent shows before, like a couple things, but nothing like.
That's like where you go play one song. No?
Yeah,
I feel like we played. What did we play? It was 5 o'clock somewhere, probably 3 times, something like that.
and that's what we're doing in Tenino.
Perfect. Love that song. And for the people, I guess, who are listening or don't know too much about you guys, plus you're both just here or from here in Olympia. So, Tenino's only 25, 30 minutes down the road. And I know a little bit of inside, of course, and you guys played your first little song out there on the corner of where that Starbucks used to be. And that's just like a block away from here. So.
Right, we're pretty close to there. And also, we won the Lake Fair Battle of the Bands. It's relevant because it's happening tonight.
Yeah, and then Lake Fair is tonight. So, yeah, I mean.
About 10 years ago.
But we did cheat.
How did we do
How
that?
do you cheat on a Battle of the Bands?
Because there was like some high school girls that were the judges.
Oh, so you guys are just that good looking.
No, we went to.
Okay, now
this
it's
is
coming
something
back
that
to
we've
me.
Never told
And
anybody.
I forgot about it.
Breaking
this-
news
I
here on the
honestly
Olson Bros
forgot
This
about
was
podcast.
my idea, but we did cheat.
That's probably why they haven't asked you back.
Listen, you haven't heard the full thing yet.
Okay,
You gotta
okay.
Go on.
Well, let's hear it.
So when I found out that they were the judges, I was like, dude, we need to go across the street to Thriftway and buy roses, and we're gonna go give them to them.
So we got a couple bouquets and showed up to the judges' table before we played.
They were so we said high school girls. We were like around high school age.
Listen, we were like 18, 19 at the time.
Mm-hmm. But it worked.
But then we won magically.
Well, hey, that's not cheating. You guys are just being gentlemen. giving girls flowers. So, but I mean that.
So much dirt just comes up on this podcast.
Yeah, that's why it's
things that we
great.
just.
Well, I mean, you say that, and I mean, you say you cheated to win that.
We didn't cheat.
but
maybe a little.
we didn't.
That might be considered cheating in some.
Maybe, but you guys fair and square won that best band of Washington this year. So
We actually bought those
And we
judges
won.
flowers too.
We won a couple national songwriting competitions.
that's what I was
we
gonna
bought
say,
them
yeah.
flowers too. So
Yeah.
that's
that
the
might be
key.
that
Are
might
we
be
in the,
key to
are we in the
success.
semifinal of another
Flowers.
songwriting competition? Didn't we just find that out?
flowers.
No, but like
We are. We
Is that the next single? That's already a song. Should have bought them flowers.
no, but there's an unsigned only contest that we won a couple years ago with the "Kill Your Mom" song. We won the country genre, and we won some free stuff. But we're in the semifinals
Luke
again
entered this song, and I didn't even know that he entered it. But now we're in the semifinals.
with Hick Heaven.
Hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
But so if you win your genre, you just win like some free music equipment and stuff. It's really cool, but it's not like a huge prize. It's awesome recognition because you're going up against thousands of other songs. But the grand prize is like, I don't know, it's like 15 grand or 20 grand. It's a big deal if you win the grand prize. So man, maybe we'll have a chance this year.
I mean, so we won with Sunrise. We won a competition. We got 5,000. That was back in the day. Then we won Kill Your Mom with the unsigned. We got like the ISC. We did with the I Bleed Evergreen. We got like semifinals. And this one we got semifinals. So we're doing pretty good.
Well, semifinals so far.
yeah. So far, it's still going.
Hey,
And we've written some songs together.
yeah, we have, and I actually saw Isaac sent me the track list of the upcoming album that'll be released at the music festival. I think 2 or 3 songs that we all co-wrote together will be on there, so that's pretty cool. So thank you guys sincerely for letting me write with you guys, and it's cool because I just mainly write lyrics because it takes a little more talent to be an actual musician. But
lyric writing on its own, though, is very, very important. It's equally as important as the music.
I'd say, I spend more time doing that.
well, and I think that's
Because if
why
you don't have good lyrics, there's some pop music out there that it doesn't matter, but especially with the country genre, you need lyrics.
If you're writing for Luke Bryan, it doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Well, you don't need lyrics, but you like to have a good story.
Well, exactly. So, and that's something I was gonna say too is with your guys' music, like you guys have such a wide spectrum within country music, but the common theme with all your songs, whether it's a drinking song or whether it's kind of on the pop side of country or whether it's like a folk style country song, you guys always put meaning behind your lyrics, and even on the radio, it's hard to find artists who. I mean, you can listen to a song and be like, yeah, it sounds good, but what is it even about? And you guys always put...
Like always, man. Especially like the...
Like drink up.
That's like suck my ass, like
Better off with beer, dude. I mean, that's deep. You read the lyrics, read it like a novel. Just don't even listen to the song. Find the lyrics.
Well, yeah, but
read
would
it
you
down,
not...
you'll cry.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, so like, I mean... This is something I don't think you guys know, but one of the songs that really drew me to you guys, like when I agreed to go and watch a fun trivia fact for everyone, even maybe for you guys played the last Steel Creek show before COVID, and you played the first Steel Creek show after COVID bans got
that's
lifted.
wild.
So
They used to love us until we started
Yeah, it was-
charging more money, but that's fine.
So that was Dylan Scott. We opened for him.
yeah,
And then Nico Moon.
Yeah, you guys
That's
played the last and the
crazy.
first coming into COVID and out of COVID.
Nico Moon, Dylan Scott. We know you're listening. We'd love to come back out and open some more
Or
shows
hey,
for
if you guys want to come on the podcast.
Or if
Yeah,
you guys
you
want to
come on the
if you want to
podcast.
open for us too,
The
that's
Tenino
totally
Music
chill, too.
Festival.
Tenino Music Festival. Nick, you have a decent radio voice, though, man. I think
Oh, I don't
got a
think
pretty
so.
smooth-
Yeah, have you ever had any
Dude, I don't know.
experience doing like radio or something like that? Or?
No, man. The one time I've been on the radio,
Dude, he hasn't hardly ever talked into microphones. I feel
that's
like.
true. I'm not
He's doing a great job.
well, that's because we're
Tremendous.
just hanging out as buddies,
No,
and,
I know, but like I feel like you got pretty smooth voice, man.
yeah, I know. But
I hear it right here in my head.
And,
you can't tell me
you,
no. He's like,
want to grab me a guitar and I'll serenade you.
no, don't do that. I said you have a Nice
playing,
radio voice.
playing buddies.
Hey, that's a good jam we wrote too. I don't think that one will be on the album, but
It'll be on
Maybe
some
at
album
the Tenino
sometime.
Music Festival though.
yeah.
It will be on an album somewhere sometime.
Yeah.
It's got to be released as something. Porter Pilsner IPA.
No one knows about Porter Pilsner except us. So
I know.
people watching, that's a breaking news here.
So yes, Nick, you know
That's our undercover thing, dude.
Oh, shit.
We know these guys who do some parody songs called Porter Pilsner and IPA, and they're pretty good.
hilarious. You know,
Pretty good
I
parody
heard that
band.
there's going to be an album coming out pretty soon. There's 3 of them.
I heard they're shredded and they got long beards,
Real long beards.
beer guts too.
Well, yeah, of course.
Long beards, and
shredded
beer
with
guts.
Shredded with beer guts. Who could that be?
Porter and Pilsner. Just making a commercial for him right now. This is a country band though that we're talking about, right? Or it's a group.
Yeah,
Group
it's
of
a
country
it's a country.
songwriters.
Yeah,
Porter, they're
Straight
real
from
people.
Nashville, right?
Yeah, Porter,
that's where
Pilsner.
that's where you met
Well,
them?
the craziest thing about Porter Pilsner and IPA, all 3 of them, they're actually from whatever town they're playing in. So
That's true.
That's
They
pretty
always
cool.
wear the jersey of the town that they're in.
exactly,
Yeah. So that could be any country music star that's
Yeah.
playing at a stadium, right? That's
It
what
can't
they
be
all
their
do.
real names. You think they were just born that way?
Yeah, it's Porter, Pilsner, IPA. Yeah.
Who
I thought it was John Pilsner.
Oh,
Are you
maybe
sure?
it is John Pilsner. I don't know.
Peter Porter.
Peter.
Peter Porter had a what is that? Ryan?
Paul Pilsner.
Are these the
Paul Pilsner.
are you just listing off the disciples? I feel like
The Beer Disciples.
John, Peter, and Paul, dude. I feel like he is. Jesus, man. Like
I thought that was their real name.
we both have biblical names too, so I don't know.
That's true. But anyways, they're a great band, and they have a lot of funny songs, is what you know. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make it. Maybe you can get
They
them.
just
to
showed
show
us.
up
They just
at
showed us a
Tenino
couple. Oh, that would
Festival
be really
someday.
cool. If like
Just play a
if
few
they could
songs.
just open up the day or something.
Yeah, I mean, I could try to reach out to them. They're pretty hard to get a hold of and cost a decent amount of money, but I could see if I could pull some strings and maybe at least get them to do a song or so, or, you know. Well,
I'd really love
I
to
even
see
know a
it
guy.
happen.
I even know a guy who plays cowbell, so maybe we could get some cowbell up there too.
Yeah, that's
for-
Adam, right?
Yeah, Adam Barr. Yeah, if Adam watches this, he does. He's a great guy. He's from
Best
Tenino.
cowbell player I have
Oh,
ever
by
fucking
far.
seen.
Yeah,
you
and-
know, like I've seen Will Ferrell play that cowbell, and
He's got just that energy.
Oh yeah, and he always wears the best onesies when he's up there playing it. And he did all my graphic design. So if you like any of the Tenino Music Festival graphics,
didn't he do our stickers?
oh yeah,
stuff
and
too?
he did the Olson Brothers sticker. Also, if you like the new Olson Brothers, that summer themed logo with the pink and
That's
the
been
light colors.
selling like hot.
Oh yeah, it is
cakes.
sound like hotcakes. Adam Barr did that too, and he has his own little graphics company, Adam Barr Creation. So
Multi-talented.
free plug there.
Here's a plug also for Nick. He's done all our merch. So
Yeah, that's
Boom,
true.
boom. That's
Yeah.
right. So, Nick, how long have you been doing merch, man?
Oh, not too long. I guess about a year in August.
And you're pretty much doing all the Tenino Festival merch as well. too.
Yeah, I do all the Tenino
he
Music
was just
Festival merch.
noticing that we didn't have any of the merch that we needed, and he's like,
What's going on?
let's
You're
do
running
this.
out
He's
of
like,
all your...
He's like, buy me the machines, and we'll you know work it out. And he did some work for free until like
cut
know,
you
and
a
then-
deal.
No, I mean it was a good deal all around, and then I feel like, and now he's taking care of us, and we're getting shit out.
Yeah.
When
It's
we
amazing.
need
Yeah,
it.
we got a whole bunch of new merch, and I know we posted about it a little bit, but and you've seen it if you've been at our shows. But like, yeah, this past year we've had so many more things, dude. I've used some of those lighters you printed up.
Yeah.
That was freaking you know. And
He's done some awesome stuff. So if anybody needs any merch or anything,
yeah, for their
he's your
company.
guy.
For whatever you're doing out there, if you need hats, shirts, anything, yeah, Nick's doing a great job of that over here, and he's local into the Washington area.
Yeah.
And he's quick too, right? You can do it pretty fast.
Well, hey, yeah, that's the thing is, I think when Isaac and I were talking about this last year is like, you guys would go to order hats, and it'd be like 6 months.
And
you're
we
like,
would lose our asses, like going a couple months in the summer with no hats to sell.
Hats at
Exactly.
any show. No, yeah.
And so, I just thought, hey, here's a win-win situation. Like, I'll learn how to do this shit, and so
Like he was saying, he sets his mind to it.
And,
Boom.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah, if I set my mind to something, I'm gonna get it done. And but yeah, Olson Brothers, you guys have a bunch of new merch with that awesome merch guy. You guys got lighters. You have flasks coming out. Like,
Oh, do you have one of those? Not with you today.
I know I should have brought
Are
it.
you speaking in third person right now?
I'm
with
speaking
that
in third-
awesome,
I know,
with
I am
that
speaking in
awesome
third
merch
person.
guy.
And so yeah, we got those.
It's actually a secret. Well, like if you need merch done, you let us know. We'll send it. We'll send you to
Yeah,
him.
no
He's
direct
like,
contact. Yeah,
No direct contact. He's like high demand,
and well, you guys,
Rick Resutek was his name.
yeah, something like
Rick.
that.
I think it was Rick.
And but you guys, keep me busy enough. So, but you guys have stainless flasks coming out. You guys got wood flasks coming out. You
Yeah, those are cool.
just got some new lighters.
We've got
I'll put
flasks.
one right here on the. You just make it pop up.
We
with
got
the
flasks of every element coming out here.
editing. God, Wes is never here to do his
Whatever.
job. I was trying to get him to pull up an Olson Bros flask.
I was.
What a horrible producer.
Oh,
Pull up an Olson Bros.
Hey,
just kidding.
Is he
Shout out
blacked out over there again?
Actually, if I could say something real quick, this is breaking news. No one knows about this yet except the man himself. But DJ Wes, who was kind enough to let us use his studio, will be hosting
Program.
Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, he's doing the MCing.
Yeah, he's going to MC for us on Saturday. So even if you don't want to see these guys for some reason, which you should, come out and see DJ West, at least introduce him.
Oh yeah, he's a good MC.
I invented DJ West's name.
Taking credit for it, dude. You might have to fight him.
Well, he was just. What didn't he just go by Wes Jameson? And
He might still do that.
He might, but like I feel like he's just embraced DJ West now because we just announced him as.
For some
DJ
reason, I just
West
can't stop
everywhere.
calling him DJ West. So sorry, DJ West.
Sorry,
Wa-
DJ. Sorry, DJ West, but I feel like he's just embraced.
he's
that.
he's gonna lock us out.
We
Olson
didn't
Bros not allowed in
invent-
program
Yeah.
studios anymore.
Don't call him DJ West.
But I mean, if we're talking about DJ West, if you need a
This
good
is his
wedding
studio.
DJ.
Wedding
That's right.
DJ. This is his studio. He's kindly letting us use. Come in here, record.
And musicians, if you're listening to this podcast, you're a musician, they got a space back here. And I don't think there's been a lot of recording here yet, which is a shame because they got a soundboard and they got, the foam, the room back there. Nice little tracking room for musicians in Olympia.
Is this room soundproof?
You should test that out.
Do you
So,
know,
I
do you
don't know.
what that's from. No, that's from the Pink Panther.
Oh, yeah, with
And then he just
Steve
goes
Martin.
and rips
Yeah.
ass in the
Yeah.
sound room. But everybody can hear it. It's like Beyonce's there, or there's some of that.
Yeah. That's just a movie quote nobody's gonna understand.
Well, we just explained it, so they'll understand it now.
We love movie quotes that nobody understands, though. We do that.
We just
Very
pretty much
often.
just quote Pink Panther, Tropic Thunder, Talladega Nights, Star Wars. Star Wars is probably number one. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah.
I think
Harry
those
Potter.
are probably the big five. And the Pink Panther's huge because Christopher friggin' loves Pink Panther. Man.
Yeah, he would watch that nonstop.
You can just talk in that accent. What accent is that? A French accent?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'd like to buy a hamburger. And Christopher loses. his shit.
You quote movies sometimes. Like,
Yeah, I mean, my favorite movies to quote is pretty much any Jim Carrey movie. So I love Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura. So, quote those quite often. But when you are quoting movies when you're as old as we are now and we feel young, people are like, "What are you talking about?"
oh yeah.
And you're just like, "Yeah, I'd like to make love to an innocent schoolboy." And they're like, "Whoa, buddy." It's like, no, it's Dumb and Dumber.
Come on.
Come on.
You don't like Jim Carrey or what? You got a problem?
Yeah. No, I mean Kessler seems to always understand our quotes almost always. He seems like a pretty knowledgeable guy in our field of movie knowledge.
Who's going to be your band at the Tenino Music Festival?
That's a good question.
Who's gonna be the band?
Because
Yeah,
we
the
do
band
switch
itself.
up our members sometimes.
Well, Kessler's been at every gig since he's hopped on.
Oh, yeah,
board
I
for-
assume Kess
for
is going to
2
be
years.
Kessler's
drummer.
been with
Yeah.
us pretty much nonstop since he joined.
Yeah, and
But it's not always, you can't always play every single date and whatnot, and especially
But he has though.
Kessler has.
are we getting
He's our
Johan
guy.
for the first time at the music festival?
No, he's
Johan
been
has
there.
been there 2
No,
years
no,
ago.
no.
Yeah, what?
He was.
Johan was?
He was.
Yeah, he's coming back though. He's coming
Okay,
back.
well he's coming back. So
And his parents are coming into town.
are they really?
Yeah, they're from Germany. Too.
From Germany
All
to
the way-
Tenino.
Well, because they're hanging out with him over in the Bay Area this week, and so they're going to come up and visit.
Well, see that? I mean, everyone needs to come if we have people coming all the way from Germany to the
and-
Tenino Music
and there's
Festival.
If
some people-
Johan's coming, everyone is gonna come.
Oh, for sure.
I got some friends coming all the way from they're Houston now to the Tenino Festival. They bought the tickets, their plane tickets, and everything based around this festival. So that's pretty cool.
We'll see. Yeah, and
We're always trying to promote this festival, man.
I mean, it's awesome. It's fun. It's a lot of work for myself and everyone involved who helps me put it on. Yeah, thanks.
Not
But
supportive enough.
I never too big for anything.
Here
So
we go.
you'll see me out there hanging up, privacy screening on the fence and
No, you work your ass off. that's
doing
for
everything. So I'm not above
Stringing
anything.
guitars, man.
Yeah, I can string guitars.
I
Of
mean,
course.
you've saved our ass a couple times on stage.
Well, yeah, like last year we had that incident in Quincy where we weren't having power, and I got you guys hooked you up with a generator. So
Yeah.
He just nickel solved the problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
problem solved.
Problem
dude.
solver, man. Girls don't like that. They don't like you to solve their problems.
Oh
You
no,
know
I don't
that.
try to solve those problems.
No.
I try to solve band problems.
Exactly.
So when you guys are in a scuffle again, I'll just make you guys share a mic and we'll move on.
Oh God, that's the last thing I want to do. Just kidding. Now we. Where's the laugh button? Dang it!
Is it?
Do we need to talk about current events?
Yeah, okay. So
How about Joe Biden dropping out of the race? That's what everybody's talking about, right?
Is that what everyone's talking about?
Well, he did drop out today, right? Was that today?
Was it today?
Yeah, he
I thought
dropped out.
everyone was talking about the music festival, but
They are all talking about the music festival.
Do you think Joe Biden's going to show up to the fest?
at the music festival, he could. I mean, everyone's invited, so it doesn't matter.
He was going to make a campaign stop there, I think, but
What about-
now he
oh.
dropped out. So unfortunately,
Oh well, I haven't.
I don't know.
notified
I don't
yet.
know if they would have loved him in Tenino, though. Let's be honest.
Well, you never know. I don't know. Tenino, it's a small community, but it's diverse enough. So
Oh, I know.
What about FGL guy dropping "Make America Great Again" song? You thinking about having him out to the Tenino Fest?
no, I
Probably get him pretty cheap now.
I don't know. It works for Kid Rock.
It's true. Yeah, and it might. We'll see.
yes, but
So you said you listened to a podcast where Brian Kelly was talking about why FGL broke up, right?
Yeah, because I'm a fan of FGL.
Yeah,
so
of
I was
course.
wondering, like, okay, are they going to get back together? Like, because I've always wanted to see them live, because they were really big right when we were getting into country music.
Yeah.
So I was a fan.
We had a lot of inspiration, and then FGL was one of them.
Yeah, never got to go see him. So I was like, oh, are they going to get back together? And I watched some podcasts he was talking on. About
Yeah,
it.
he was saying that he always wanted to stay part of the band, but the other guy was Tyler
Hubbard.
Hubbard was saying like, oh, like you can't release your songs on FGL's album, and we were like, oh yeah, that sounds like something that would he should let him release a song on an album, like why not? But then like if he's like, I gotta release "Make America Great Again" song.
well, I think
then it's getting weird. You're making it weird for no reason.
exactly. And I mean, I'm not a musician, but I think the line of that is
Dude,
as
politics
as a
and
musician,
music
exactly.
are
It doesn't mix, right?
not
So,
really.
know,
Not really.
plus-
I mean, you can have like opinions.
It
like,
can
in
make
your
you
music.
It can make you bigger. Look at Kid Rock.
Well,
And-
it
and there's a-
reemerged
I think
his career.
once
yes.
once you're doing shitty music, it helps your career. Like once you're doing really shitty music, like Kid Rock or like all these people that go super political with it, they do it because they have really crappy music. Don't
I
take
love,
this
dude,
out.
Kid Rock, if you're listening. No, I'm
Don't
not gonna
take
take it
this
out. I'm not
out.
gonna take
No,
it out,
no.
dude. I love you gotta roast. You gotta roast
I
it.
mean, it's just like once your music is really bad, you go political with it to revive your career.
I mean, if Kid Rock wants to fight Isaac in a pay-per-view match, that would be a great matchup.
Yeah, we could do that at the Tenino Music Festival. Kid Rock, wants
Rock
to come
v.
out and do that,
Isaac.
yeah.
like I don't
Put that on
like,
the sports book.
I don't think most of these
Do you
people.
think you could beat
I don't
Kid
think
Rock?
most of his fans these days were fans of Kid Rock before he became like the Trump guy.
Yeah, but do you think you could beat Kid Rock?
Oh yeah, dude. He just released a song about shitting his own pants on stage. Nick made us play it last night.
Hey, I did not make you play that.
You told us to.
Well, you know, it's,
I mean, it was
it's a
hilarious.
50th birthday song,
Yeah,
so you know,
50th
I could
birthday.
see Porter Pilsner covering that song.
Yeah.
But I think,
I'm
yeah,
just throwing Nick under the bus, but he did tell us to play that song.
yeah, I did. But it was for
Somebody
50th
told him to tell us.
exactly.
it
So
was
I,
just-
I did. I'd never even heard the song, so
It's just a song about Nick. I mean,
not
Kid,
Nick.
Kid
Kid
Rock,
Rock.
you know, and he's singing about shitting his pants.
What's his?
and-
Oh, Bobby. Right?
because
I'll
he's-
play that little clip like right here, just that one liner.
Dude,
I think I just shit my pants.
Yeah,
Interesting
Wes,
song.
Wes, pull up Kid Rock shitting his pants. Pull that up on Google.
You got it.
Not that one. Not that video. Oh, thank God.
How'd you even find that? How'd you find that video? I thought they took that
For
down.
those of you that aren't listening to the video,
that
this is
Kid-
very
is that Kid
graphic.
Rock, though?
This
Is
is
that
very
the-
That's
graphic.
Kurt Cobain,
So,
man.
Okay,
Get
dude.
it
I
down.
know,
Let's
I know.
let's
They
edit
look
that
the
out.
same.
People are going to be pissed if you say
No, they
Kid
can't
Rock
see
and
that.
Kurt
They
Cobain.
can't even see
Photo,
that,
so-
dude. You're just calling me out.
Oh, good. Edit this part out, dude.
So for those of you who are just listening in, Isaac, you know, he thought that Kurt Cobain was Kid Rock.
I would edit that out as well. I would.
Did you
Nobody's
know?
showing up to our show in
Did you
Hoquiam.
know? Did you
because
know? Did you know?
If they do, they're just gonna show up to whoop your ass.
He's just
all the
gonna
Kurt
ignore
Cobain
me.
fans.
He's like, because he didn't know.
Dude,
and he's not gonna lie.
I knew that was Kurt, dude. I knew that was Kurt.
You did?
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's like a pretty famous picture. It's every time they're like Kurt Cobain. Here
But
he
it
is.
does look like Kid Rock. I
Yeah,
will say.
come on. Just you know it because
Well-
you know the famous picture. Then
I mean,
Okay,
that's
maybe,
very
but-
Kid Rock.
let me see. Let's
Well,
look
he's
at-
probably high as shit.
Kid Rock and Kurt Cobain, were they around like the similar era?
No. Because that what was Kid Rock's first?
God, dude, you guys are assholes for like how do I not know? Bring that picture over here.
Well,
Bring it over here.
I can't
Bring
go
the
grab
pic.
it,
Go
dude.
get the picture.
I'm attached
Look at
to
this.
because they both have a goatee.
Oh, that's for sure.
Oh my God! No, what are you
Dude,
talking
that's-
about? They're
that's-
the fucking same
that's
person.
Kurt, that's Kurt Rock.
That is.
May,
Kurt Rock.
is that a new conspiracy? Is Kurt Cobain Kid Rock?
Dude, Kurt Cobain might be Kid Rock.
You guys making fun of me.
No. This is a real thing.
It could
Are they
be.
around the same age? Wes, look up if they're the same age.
They might be around the same age.
How old would Kurt Cobain be right now?
Because well, obviously, Kid Rock is 50 because he just released that song that he's 50 shitting his pants on stage. So
So we're gonna find this out.
They're the same.
Wes, the internet you gave me is wrong. Half this podcast is me just complaining. You're never gonna let me us back in. Dude, we need to find out how old. Okay, I think it's starting to work. We need to get to the bottom of this conspiracy, dude. So, I don't want to know how old. I want to know how old he would be today. Oh, he would be 57 years old. So, how old is Kid Rock? How old is Kid Rock?
well, according to the old Google machine,
57. No.
no, according to the old Google machine, he's 53.
But
But
53 is easy enough to change your age.
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah. We need to show, like, the people that aren't seeing this, I'm going to have to put some pictures up on the screen because this is, like, we need them side by side. We need to see Kid Rock. But I'm gonna put a graphic and have them right next to each other for the audience to see.
Well, I
'cause-
think the thing
'cause
that
this-
Starting a
Kurt,
conspiracy.
that Kurt Cobain fans would be opposed to is, I think their political views are quite opposite of what Kurt Cobain.
That's exactly what they would do.
But yeah, no,
That's
if he's
exactly
trying
what
to
they would
trying
do.
to
If he's
assume a
trying to
different
hide
identity,
his identity,
yeah, he would go as far away from
Yeah.
what he was as a person. Yeah,
That's proving our point.
that is true. Yeah, here we are
wow,
on the Olson Brothers Conspiracy
we're
Podcast.
finding things
And they
out.
are both. They're both
my
fucking
God.
doing a shit ton of drugs. We know that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, we need to.
See, you guys just know it because you've seen the picture. That's like the first picture that pops up. if you
Yeah,
look
every
them up.
time if you
Oh
look up
my
Kurt Cobain,
God.
it's always
So that's the
that-
most.
like
That's the
always a
most
picture, yeah.
famous like photo shoot. There.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So I just didn't know that. That's how you knew.
Wow.
Well, and I'm a fan of Nirvana.
Well, I know, but like, you wouldn't if you didn't know that was
I mean,
the picture and the outfit.
Yeah, probably not. I mean,
His whole face is covered by
They both
sunglasses.
got
Yeah,
this
but
gravelly voice a little bit.
that's true. Yeah.
Wow.
We might be going too in depth here because I don't know how much this might. Luke's believing it though now.
They're the same.
Yeah, that's a re-age Kurt Cobain, dude.
Yeah, Nick's making me feel like shit because I thought that that looked like Kid Rock. It looks like fucking Kid Rock.
My only concern would be is you guys are about to play out in the harbor and you're saying Kid Rock is Kurt Cobain.
I mean, I'm just looking at the evidence.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
just conspiracies, you know. You don't have to
They
get
both
mad at us.
did a lot of drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I already made that
yeah.
point.
Oh.
You know, it could be.
But
could
yeah.
happen.
No, well,
Well, hey, did Kid Rock and
To
Courtney
be
Love
determined.
was
So
Kid Rock
we're-
and Courtney Love ever a thing? Because you know that.
So Kid Rock already wanted to
they were
fight
together.
me. What? I don't remember why.
Yeah, who did
I was
Kid
gonna-
Rock-
I was gonna fight because I said his music was shitty. And now we're saying he is Nirvana. We're exposing his secrets. Dude
yeah, he's
is,
gonna be pissed, dude.
dude is actually once this releases is actually gonna try and fucking fight.
yeah, his undercover security or whatever is probably they'll send him at you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you might be neighbors with him, doesn't he? He lives out in Nashville or something, I think. So
Sure, he does.
yeah, I
So,
think he
but,
does.
You might be hearing from him.
Or his attorneys. We might get a cease and desist
Well,
letter.
you
on
know,
the
I show
podcast.
up at Kid Rock's bar every once in a while. It's a cool place.
Is that cool? Well, hey, actually, speaking of bars, I just went to Blake Shelton's Old Red. That's a pretty cool little place down in Vegas.
Did you see Blake?
No, I did not.
Balake,
What about Gwen?
No, I did not.
G-Wen. Balake and G-Wen.
Is that what people call him? I don't know.
No,
Well-
that's just a Key and Peele skit, you know, where they
Oh, like the AA Ron. Yeah, yeah.
AA
yeah.
round, yeah. I'm just stealing jokes,
That's all right.
pulling a Luke Olson.
Pulling a Luke Olson.
Got him.
Well,
All right. Anything else we
yeah,
want
we're
to
pretty
cover?
much, you know, we
We covered the Tenino Music Festival and the Kid Rock conspiracy.
again. Nick Resutek, and yeah, he's the Tenino Music Festival organizer, and
Thanks for
that's
coming
happening
in today,
this
man.
weekend, Friday and Saturday in Tenino. You can still get tickets, and you can get them at the door too, right?
Yeah. Hey, yeah. So, hey, thank you guys again for having me on your podcast. But yeah, you can get tickets at the door. Tickets are still online at Eventbrite. It's Tenino Music Festival 2024.eventbrite.com. Tomorrow we'll actually start a new promo code. So ticket prices do go up tomorrow to $30, but we'll be running a promo code for the first 100 orders. That'll be half off, so you can get those single day tickets for $15. So quite the steal. Like I said, it's great to come and hang out with you guys and be on your podcast. And
Thanks for putting this festival on, man.
yeah, of course. Well, and thank you for all you do, and letting me songwrite with you guys and come on your podcast and helping me put this thing together, because without you guys it wouldn't even be a thing. So no, it means a lot to me that you guys bring me in here and help me get the word out about this music festival. And you guys, every single year you come out and play. That first couple of years you guys played both dates, and no, we'll just keep growing it. And luckily I jumped on the bandwagon early enough, and you guys keep bringing out more and more people to all your shows, and so just good timing there. And
Seems like every year has been getting better here. at
oh
the
yeah, for
festival,
sure, yeah. So it's great, man. But yeah, July 26th we'll have Joel Gibson Jr. headlining. Saturday, July 27th, of course, you guys along with Luke and Kaylee. So it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. It's all for a great cause. Like you said, we'll have beer garden, we'll have food. Kids 10 and under are free. Check out that promo code tomorrow for the first 100 orders. Get half off your single day tickets.
Let's go.
We're pumped.